Well, if you're not paying attention to the UTEP Miners football program, you're missing out because the rest of the nation starting to take notice. We now bring in the UTEP head football coach, Dimel, for our weekly coaches show. Coach, you got a game coming up against Florida Atlantic this weekend, but a lot of other distractions, obviously, around the hype with your program. How do you avoid those and focus on the Owls?
Yeah, today we're, the biggest thing we're doing is focusing on, I talked about at the press conference earlier, about focusing on each player, studying a bunch of film, each coach staying locked into what their individual duties are to help us get a victory in South Florida this weekend.
Florida Atlantic's a tough squad. Would you say, you guys obviously in the West Division, Florida Atlantic, are they the best team in the East Division?
You know, right now they're one of the toughest teams you're going to play in the East Division. You know, them and Marshall, I would say, are probably the two toughest at this point, but things could change by the time the end of the season rolls around.
Probably going to expect a heavy dose of the run this weekend, especially with Willie Taggart?
Yes, definitely. Willie likes to run the football. They like to create different formations to run the football, and definitely going to have to stop the run. Is going to be a big part of what we do. Of course, we got to be prepared for the pass, but stopping the run is going to be gigantic for us this weekend.
But you have a top 10 defense, Coach. You said you were surprised at the effort against Louisiana Tech. Your defense top 10. Are you going to maybe load the box a little more?
You know, we'll have some good thoughts on what we'll do against them. You know, again, we do have to be more concerned with the run game in this particular defense that we put together, just because that's what Florida Atlantic likes to do. But again, we can't let the big plays get over the top of us either.
But comfortable having an extra bye week then to prepare for Florida Atlantic?
Yes, really needed it. You know, every time we get a bye week, I'm excited because it gets us more time to prepare for our next opponent. And you know, what happens with that, Nate, is you just get a lot more time to be very detailed in your game plan. And so now, as we go into game week, we're so far ahead with our preparation, and now we're able to look at the idiosyncrasies behind what our game plan is for FAU.
And that UTEP-UTSA game, November 6th, picked up on national television. But are you thinking about that at all? Probably a nice accomplishment, but are you thinking about that in any way?
No. Right now, you know, that's the furthest thing from my mind. It really is. It's the focus on today. It's the focus on being 1-0. That's the biggest and most important thing. It's understanding, you know, how to handle where we are and to make sure we know that we got a huge, huge task ahead of us this weekend.
Do you use the word conference championship at all in practice in the locker room?
Nope. Not yet. We haven't talked about that at all. We haven't talked about anything really. You know, we haven't used anything about postseason play right now because there's so much to be accomplished each and every week. So now it's all about staying locked into the 1-0 concept that gets you to where you need to be.
And obviously the conference realignment, a lot of your opponents the rest of the way, they've already announced their intentions to maybe leave the conference. But I do got to ask you, Coach, with the brand that you're building as a football program, it's got to then pay dividends for you guys, getting a better attention span from everybody around.
Oh, it is, and that's what you know, President Wilson had said to us, all of us coaches at UTEP, will just do your job, win games, you know, win your events, win games. And she'll do a great job taking care of everything else, and I'm very confident in that because she has a lot of experience in dealing with large groups at a high level.
Every game, the biggest one moving forward for Coach Dimel and the Miners, heading to the Eastern Time Zone to take on the Florida Atlantic Owls. Coach, happy Halloween and good luck in Boca Raton.
Okay, thanks, Nate. Appreciate it.
All right, we continue to monitor the winds at an ABC 7 First Alert, and if you look at the winds, what we're looking at right now from now until 7 o'clock, after 7 o'clock, the winds will gradually begin to come down. There's still going to be windy tonight, mind you. If you're going to be heading out, you folks in Las Cruces, looking at some gustier winds up there, but 50-mile-an-hour winds, and then gradually weakening once we hit around the 8 o'clock hour. So here's a look at your planner tonight. 71 at 7 o'clock behind a cold front. Winds will be switching.